What is going on to you, Cancer Crabs? You have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and then you Cancer Crabs have the Moon. Ironic, right? So, you Cancer Crabs basically, this is a reading of, to kind of piggyback off of what happened last week. This is a reading of a person being regretful that they don't have you around anymore, because the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Wands, right, and the Moon card represents someone looking up. They're practicing hypergamy. They only see what's above them. They don't even see what's eye level or what's even below. They don't even have to date so far below to the point where the bar is on the ground. They can just date someone that's on par with them, but may even be a little bit lower, right? For whatever reason, right? They thought that you Cancer Crabs weren't their equal, or you weren't at best better than them. And because they had this elitist mentality, right? I got to do my air quotes because levels and all this other type of crap, these delusional people don't even understand. People sound like, anyway, people sound stupid the way that they talk. Levels and, leveling up, all these video game terminologies. But anyway, the Nine of Cups represents how, and they looked at you Cancer Crabs like ill. You Cancer Crabs don't have what it takes. Y'all are garbage. Y'all are gobbledygook. And so because of this, the Knight of Wands and the Moon represents how, again, you Cancer Crabs just sat back. You tried to get to know them for a little while, but they just wouldn't get off of their high horse. As you can see, the person is looking up. They have all this sense of, they have a diluted sense of self-worth, right? They're just on this high esteem, and you Cancer Crabs are bottom feeders, right? Y'all are low-class trash, according to them, right? So a lot of you, even though that's not true, a lot of you Cancer Crabs took that on the chin, and you said, you know what? Fine. Stayed away from them, right? The Knight of Wands, the Moon, you disappeared. The Five of Swords is about how it is that they're like, good, right? Talking trash. They're happy at the fact that you Cancer Crabs stopped talking to them. You left them alone. Because according to them, you Cancer Crabs, right? Pay attention to the air quotes. You Cancer Crabs were not worth their time, right? You're low class, according to these delusional people. Now, this ain't me. This is not what I think about Cancer Crabs. I don't have a problem with Cancer Crabs. Cancer Crabs y'all have actually been some of my biggest patrons on the channel. I don't know why y'all stopped getting readings from me. I don't know if y'all think I don't like y'all, but y'all have been some of my biggest patrons. I got a lot of love for Cancer Crabs. However, this is what it is that the person has thought about y'all. They have to play it off like you lost when they actually lost. Because the delusion is they're in secret competition with you. Now, granted, competitions have prizes. I don't particularly understand what exactly the prize winner is, what the prize is, and what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what the prize is for the competition, or where the competition is. I'm just speaking for me, but they were in secret competition with you Cancer Crabs, but they had to play it off like, good. I'm glad that you Cancer Crabs have left. That's what they're thinking to themselves, because you Cancer Crabs are low class trash anyway. Y'all are bugs. Y'all are scavengers. Y'all are not worth anything. Again, that's why it is that you Cancer crabs took it on the chin. You weren't even upset. You said, all right, cool, no problem. It is what it is. And you ghosted. But make no mistake make no mistake about it, my dear Cancer crabs. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords just represents how they have to save face because they know that they're making a terrible decision trying to have this lifestyle of keeping up with the Joneses. Because one thing that a lot of people like to do is they like to be disrespectful, and then they like to jump online and get real disrespectful online. They like to be disrespectful offline when no one is looking, right? Disrespect somebody offline, and then they like to jump online and then feel appraised and I feel elated and feel good about themselves. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, in this modern day culture, I'm telling you, Cancer crabs, it's real stupid. It's downstairs. It really is. And this is what I want you Cancer crabs to understand. There is nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. You Cancer crabs are smarter than the average Joe. Y'all are smarter than the average Joe. And that there's nothing to fear out here. You got a lot of people, like I said before, Cancer crabs, you got a lot of stupid people out here, for real, for real. So that's one of the things that they like to do. They like to dub you and disrespect you. Not just you, but anybody. People who play games, they like to be disrespectful behind closed doors. And then they like to jump on the internet and talk about it, or feel elated about it, or act like they done did something that was egregiously profound, egregiously or outstandingly upstanding, right? They won something. They feel elated, right? You know, they like to talk about the terrible things that they do. You understand what I'm saying? So that backfired. They didn't anticipate that you Cancer crabs would actually leave them alone. So now they had to make it seem like you Cancer crabs were the ones that were tyrannical. And you Cancer crabs are like this. Y'all are like, bye. What you talking about? Crazy. And the Nine of Pentacles. Y'all are living y'all lives. You Cancer crabs are living y'all lives peacefully. Y'all ain't worried about this goofy individual sitting up there spewing lies. Because you know they're going to try to, they're going to talk about you. Trust me, if you think you're not important, you are important. They're going to be sitting up there bragging. I myself was important. I didn't even know I was so important. This individual would tell all her friends I'm a shaman, got them laughing or whatever. Shawty, I didn't know you cared. 13 years later, I stopped talking to you in 2011 because you called me the N-word, and you from Spain. You a Spaniard. Dumb dark-skinned. Like me. And you saying the N-word from a derogatory standpoint. And I stopped talking to your goofy self. Since 2011, you still running around telling everybody about me? I mean, but then you don't like me though, right? Okay, 13 years later, you still not. All right, okay. You understand what I'm saying? They do goofy stuff like this. So the Two of Wands represents, but they can't, that's the thing, they can't live without you, Cancer crabs. They can't live without you. They got a problem with you because it's the scenario of they talking trash about you, Cancer crabs, right? They talking trash about you, Cancer crabs, right? You're beneath them, right? Now, when you Cancer crabs are trying to get to know them, They were acting like a jerk. You're beneath them, according to them, right? And you Cancer crabs said, all right, fine. It is what it is. It's cool. Why are you tripping out about it? When you Cancer crabs aren't even tripping out about it, right? So they had to save face, and you living your life. And now they're over here thinking quite a lot about you, Cancer crabs. What are you Cancer crabs doing? Where are y'all going? Where are y'all about? Where are y'all about to go? That's how delusional they are. So the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles now is about how you Cancer crabs, you're focusing on what you got to do. You Cancer crabs are getting yourself spiritually lined up with the one true living Most High, and get yourself spiritually in line and financially and physically and everything. You Cancer crabs are in line with the 10 life values, as to where, you're not even worried about them. But those exes, with all of the hypergamy games that they play, it's backfiring on them, and it usually does, because modern day dating has become elitist, my boo-boo don't stink, debutante, boule, stuck up, bougie, dating. You gotta wear a 3-piece suit. You gotta wear a 3-piece suit to a date, to a first date. This ain't like you going to some sort of black tie event where money is in the room like that. A first date at a pizza place. A first date, they want you to spend it at a steakhouse. You gotta dress up in a tie. A 3-piece suit for a first date. You see how out of touch people are? They want something fancy immediately. What are we doing? The Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune is about how you Cancer crabs shouldn't even be worried about a thing. The Wheel of Fortune represents Cancer crabs. You Cancer crabs, and so does the Moon. The Moon represents the Cancer crabs and Pisces as well, blended together in one. The Wheel of Fortune right here, the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune speaks to how you Cancer crabs shouldn't even be sweating it. Y'all are doing such a great job living y'all lives, doing y'all thing, aligning, getting the peace that you wanted all the whole time. You ain't got time. You Cancer crabs don't have time to be worried about goofies. Y'all just make sure that y'all keep yourselves open and available for somebody who actually appreciates you. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune here, and let's get out of here. Star card, Fool, Page of Swords, Six of Swords, the Hierophant, Confirmation. Confirmation. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune, the Star card, and the Fool. Again, you Cancer crabs ain't worried about this big goofy running around. Y'all ain't worried about all that. You Cancer crabs are having too much fun living y'all life. The Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. What? You have so much self-respect and self-love to not be so caught up with the nonsense that they got going on. Because you Cancers know what time it is. You Cancers know. The Six of Swords as well. Anybody who has the unmitigated gall and the audacity to disrespect you Cancer crabs, and there's no kind of real reason behind it, that's a dub in on itself. Because you Cancer crabs bring a lot to the table. A lot of y'all bring love. A lot of y'all, when your mind and your heart are in the correct place, a lot of y'all bring love. A lot of y'all bring, skills, a lot of skills, resources. A lot of a lot of you Cancer crabs, a lot of you Cancer crabs are very much so visionary. And then you have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant right here represents the Hierophant right here represents how this is the Hierophant represents how this is a situation for you where you Cancer crabs are just enjoying your time. And like I said before, connect with those 10 life values. And you are. And because you're connecting with those 10 life values and you're getting that peace, keep yourself open to be loved. Keep yourself open for relationships. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me.